So my name is IndaBeauty209. I'm new to YouTube. I basically did a tutorial for you guys, but you couldn't see my face from like here up, so I have to do it again, but it's fine. I'll just go over the things that I used. I basically have my face already done. I primed my face with the L'Oreal Magic Lumi infusing primer. It's pretty good. I thought that it wasn't going to be as good as, you know, other primers, but because I've tried some in the past, but this one's really, really good. Like, especially for me that I have oily skin, oily to dry. It keeps my foundation from moving. It's awesome. I use this. I use the Lock-It foundation from Kat Von D in the shade Light 49. It's really, really amazing foundation. For concealer, I use the Pro Longwear concealer from MAC. Really good also. In the shade NW15. I used my beauty blender to apply foundation, to apply the concealer. And what else? I used the Anastasia contour kit. I used to set my concealer, I used the banana shade and the lighter shade. It's just the basic one. Looks just like this. It's the Anastasia contour kit. Oh my god, I cannot say enough good things about this. I mean, I haven't tried the Kat Von D one. I hear a lot of good things about that one too, but this one for me, it's like amazing. I've had it for over a year already. For my eyebrows, I use the Dip Brow and Taupe. That's what I use for the inside. For the outer, like for the outline, I use the Brow Genius Kit. Basically powder. It's pretty good. It just saves me so much time because at first I was only using the pomade, and there was times where my eyebrows weren't coming out as quick, and I spend an hour on it. I mean, you guys have been there, you know what I'm talking about. Especially because my eyebrows, they're so unproportionate because I've tattooed them so many times. So yeah, I have a bunch of areas where my eyebrows don't grow anymore. So this just like saves my life, like no lie. I always go back and forth on it. I'm just gonna leave them alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone because I'm just gonna end up messing it up. It's not gonna be the business. So basically that's what I used on my face. Oh, to set my foundation, I used the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. It's really, really good. I love this. I do use the L'Oreal Matte Infallible foundation. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. I really do love it. Especially because my skin, it's like really oily. Especially during the summer, it's like really, really super oily. But that does a really good job. And then I just bought this recently to set my foundation, the loose powder. Before I was using the Rimmel one, but this one's really amazing. Let's see. That's pretty much it for my foundation. What I did use also was the Physicians Formulas, what is it? Translucent Pearl. I use that as the base for my highlight, and then to put on top of that, I use the Champagne Pop by Becca. Love this stuff. Every time I use it, I always get compliments. I mean, one time I used it to go out to the club with my husband, and you know how inside the club it's pretty dark. I mean, there's lights, but it's pretty much dark, pitch black. And some girl came up to me literally, and she was like, "Oh my god, I love your highlight." And then her friend was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, no, I love her highlight. So I mean, I'm not just saying, I don't know why I told you that, but just letting you know, this is some good shit. Sorry about that, but it really is. So anyways, what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna go ahead and put some, since I have my highlight on, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I do have highlight on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some blush. I had a brain fart right there, but I'm gonna put some foundation. I already have it on. I'm gonna put some blush on it. This one is Romantic Rose in 01. It's really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and use that with the Real Techniques brush. Oh, you know what? I didn't even tell you guys the brushes that I used. I'll show you right now. I'm just all over the place. This is my first video, so, you know, kind of nervous, kind of not. I still don't know what to think, but I just go ahead and you know, applied that. So what I used to set my foundation with the powder was this. I really like this brush because it doesn't apply too much foundation. I don't want to be cakey, so I try to lean towards these kind of brushes. They're almost like, I guess it's a stippling brush. I don't know what it would be considered, but really love this brush to set my foundation with powder. Then I use this for contour. I don't know why I love it, but I've just been using it for that recently, and it just fits perfectly. You see, it applies the contour, and I did use the contour from that Anastasia kit. And then with this brush, it's another Real Techniques brush, I'll go and I'll just blend it out. That way there's not a harsh line. I'll blend it out with that. And to set my concealer, I'll use this with that banana powder from Anastasia. Really good. I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna try to use it because I want to have like a sharper contour. These days though, I've just recently been liking not really too much contour, but I mean, it's there. I am gonna try to use this one though. My nose is itching. I hate that when it happens. As soon as I put foundation on, my nose starts itching. Try not to itch because, you know, makeup, but anyways, this stuff right here, I haven't tried it yet. I heard that it's like really, really good, so I want to try it. Just haven't got to it yet. It's still closed, but I'm gonna try that. Anyways, what else? Oh, I did put concealer on my eyelids. I always do that. I mean, I have primers, like I have the Urban Decay primer. I have it. I've used it before. It does make your eyeshadow look more pigmented, more out there. I mean, I just haven't used it recently, but I do have it. I have used it. So lately, I've just been putting that MAC Pro Longwear on my lid, and that does the job. It doesn't crease on me. My eyeshadow stays on. It's really amazing. So I don't really know what kind of eyeshadow I want to do. I'm just kind of going to wing it. I have done two with this, with my Z palette. These are the Makeup Geek foiled shadows. Oh my god. They are amazing. I love them. I have used like the copper one. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just kind of going to wing it. And then this bad boy. Woo! I love it. I wanted to get it so bad. It's the 350 palette. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. Let me see. Let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys do this, but I keep the plastic on. I'm a weirdo like that. But this baby, oh my god. I love, love, love it. Love it. I have used it, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I don't know if I'm going to use the 350, if I'm going to use one of my other palettes. Let's see. I guess we'll just go with it. I'm going to use the chocolate bar from Too Faced. Let's see. From here, we'll do... I'm going to get this Sigma E35. Alright, tapered blending brush. So we're going to go ahead. First, let me use this, the blending brush from Sigma. It's the E25. I'm going to use this to apply some, you know what? I'm doing it backwards. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush, the E35, and I'm going to pick up milk chocolate from that chocolate bar palette. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this in my crease. Just lightly. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know if you guys can see that. I keep on licking this way because I have my little mirror here. So that's why I'm like licking this way. But I'm going to go ahead and apply this in my crease. Just semi-blend it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pick up a little bit more. Make my crease more pigmented. And I mean, a lot of people do it different ways. Like I've seen people do one eye and then go back to the other one after they're finished. I can't do that. I have to do both eyes at the same time because then I'll forget what I put on there and whew, it wouldn't be the business. Let's see. And then we'll pick up hazelnut. Or you know what? I'm going to do salted caramel. Let me show you, actually. I'm sorry. So for my crease, I use the milk chocolate, which is this one right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with salted caramel, which is this one right here. And I'm using an E40 blending brush from Sigma, I'm sorry. And we're just going to put that a little bit above the crease. I don't want to go too high up because then I look crazy. So yeah, I've done it and it looks so messy. I get so frustrated when I do my eyeshadow and it just comes out looking super messy. That's so annoying. But anyways, just go ahead and blend. I mean, like I said before, it doesn't have to be perfect right now because we're just laying down the color right now. Once we get it to how we want it, then we'll go ahead and make sure everything's all blended out. Just picking up some more of that salted caramel color from that Too Faced palette. And we're just going to continue blending it. I just have to make sure I'm in focus because right now I thought I was and I wasn't. So it was like really annoying. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my Z palette and I'm going to pick up, I guess I'm going to do, because I really did like that look. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this color right here. Let me see. This one right here. And this one is, let me pick this up. It's Flamethrower. Now, come on, focus. If I can stay straight. Anyways, you probably can't see it, but it's Flamethrower. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply that with this Concealer F75 brush from Sigma. Oh my god, this stuff, like when I tried to use it for the first time, I didn't think that it was going to pick up as much product as it did, and I was like blown away. Such an amazing brush. I knew it because I had been wanting these brushes forever. And I finally got them and I'm like, oh, like in love. I'm sorry, I'm a weirdo, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply this on my lid. I mean, look at that. Can you see that? I didn't even wet the brush and they're just like so freaking pigmented. I love it. We're just going to go ahead and apply this all over the lid. I don't know if you can see this. I keep on forgetting that I have to show you guys what I'm doing. So used to just, you know, doing my own thing and doing it in my little mirror right here, but pretty sure you guys can see that right there. Love, love, love this brush. And this color is like my favorite. I've worn this color so many times. Love it. It's funny because when I first put it on, because my husband, he's so used to me using like neutral colors like browns, and you know, sometimes I'll try to throw in a little bit of black here and there, like on this part of my eye, on my outer lid. But when I first used this one, I was like, so what do you think? Do you like it? And he's like, if you're going for, how did he say it? He's like, if you want your lid to look like a penny. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, because of the copper color? I was like, you don't like it? And he was like, yeah, no, it's nice. I was like, I'm just trying to give you what you asked for, because he's always telling me, why do I always use the brown? So, yeah, that was a little weird rant, but yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get my E35 again, and I'm gonna get that chocolate, that milk chocolate, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my crease again, just so that it doesn't look like, you know, so you can't see the lines so much. And yeah, there's a little bit of fallout. I'm not really worried about it. I always clean it up in the end. So we're gonna go ahead and blend that out so that you can't see the difference between the eyeshadows. And if you lose some of that pigmentation on your lid, you can always just go back and you know, apply some more. So then I'm going to pick up the E40 and get some of that salted caramel again. And then I'm going to blend it out. I I haven't, well, you know what? I like this look, but I never used it with the chocolate bar. I always use the 350 palette, but it's pretty much the same. I'm just picking up, you know, neutral colors, browns and whatnot, so. But I really love this eyeshadow look. And I've posted it on my Snapchat, and everybody has, well, everybody that I don't have a lot of people, but everybody on my Snapchat, they're just like, oh my god, your eyes came out so pretty, and you know, stuff like that. So now we're gonna blend it. Don't worry about that. It looks crazy right now, but we're gonna blend. Let's see. It just takes time, it's a process. But this seriously makes my life so much easier, this brush. You know what? Let me put my phone on vibrate just in case I get a call. Because that wouldn't be embarrassing, right? Just making sure in my camera that you guys are still seeing me. Really like the way it's coming out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of dark brown though on the outside of the lids, just so that it doesn't look so I mean, I like the look, don't get me wrong, but just so that it doesn't look so like one color type of thing. Okay, so then I'm gonna pick up the blending brush from Sigma, the 825. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like this little shape, this kind of shape. I don't know what that's called, but it's a really good brush. And I think I'm gonna pick up my favorite color from this palette. I really like this palette. It's Cherry Cordial. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's this one right here. I know I said I wanted to do like a dark brown, but we're gonna see. We're just winging it right now, so we're gonna see how this looks. Let's see. I'm covering, I'm sorry. Yeah. I like the way that's looking. I love the way this chocolate bar palette smells, by the way. Little side note. I know everybody that gets their products always say the same thing, but seriously, I love the way it smells. Can't get enough of it. So basically, I'm just, I don't know if you can see me. Let me see more. I'm just keeping it like on the end, on the outer part of my lid. See? Just to give it dimension, you know? And then after I've applied most of the product on the outer part of the lid, I'll just go ahead and blend it out. I don't want to really take it too far, like to my inner lid. I just want to keep it on the outside. I'm really liking the way it's coming out though. I've never tried to use these together, so I'm really glad that I did it today. Let me apply a little bit more. I like the smokiness of it. And I'm not a professional, don't think I am, like, I'm really not. I really just, throughout the years, I've been obsessed, I've been obsessed with watching makeup tutorials. And I mean, I've always liked makeup, but I never really figured I can do it on myself, you know? So I've just been really obsessed with watching makeup tutorials lately. Some of my favorites are like Nicole Guerrero, obviously. Jaclyn Hill, I'm sorry if you hear my kids in the background. Jaclyn Hill, Lester Lux, Desi, Beauty Bird, I love her. And I mean, there's so many, but those are just like my top ones. Love them. So then we're gonna go back to this E40. We're just gonna blend. Blend out everything that we just did. Make sure everything is blended. Just like that. I just go back and forth between brushes. I leave them right here, that way, you know, I can always get back to them. But we're applying some more of that cherry cordial on the outside, just to make sure that I don't lose none of that darkness. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into that flamethrower. I think that's what it was called. And I'm gonna apply a little bit more on the inner part of my lid. Just a little bit, not that much. Just so that it stays on there, like you can see it. You're like, whoa, it's in your face. And then I'll go back in with that E35 and make sure that it's blended. You know, the flamethrower and the cherry cordial. Is this the one? Oh, no it isn't. Dork. It's the E25. We'll just pick up a little bit more. Make sure that's blended nicely. And like I said, I'm just going on the outer part of my lid. Alright, so we pretty much got everything that we wanted to do. I'm liking that. I'm liking it. Just going and touching up some stuff. And you'll see me go back and forth, like touching it up if I don't feel like it's pigmented enough, or if I don't feel like it's blended enough. I'll keep going back and forth, back and forth. I always forget though to put like a highlight underneath my brow, or like, you know, highlight my brow bone. I always forget, and I try not to, but it just sometimes happens. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but I always tell myself in the beginning, like, okay, don't forget, you gotta highlight your brow bone, and I always do, and it never freaking fails. And then so we will go and we will get, let's see, we're gonna do is it the Naked 3 that I like using? Let me see. No, it's not. I believe it might be the 2 that has, yeah, I like using, it's the Naked 2, from the Naked 2 palette. I like using Booty Call. It is this one right here. Oops, that one right there. I like using that one a lot for my highlight, for my brown bone, when I remember, of course. And just with the brush, I'm just going to go ahead, I don't know if you can see me. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to apply that underneath my brow bone. I'm going to apply it with this end of the brush. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to apply it with that. And then with the other end, I'm just going to like semi-blend it out. With no additional product, just, you know, because Booty Call is like really shiny. So, with no additional product, I'm just going to blend it out. And then I also sometimes like to highlight the middle, like the inside of my lid. Oops, I forgot to put the brush back on. Let me see, we can do, I guess we can, probably use this Physician Formula one, just with our finger, and just do the inside. You just make the inside of your eyelid pop a little bit more. Yeah, Simi did it. I always keep a wipey. I don't know if you guys do this, but I always keep a wipey to wipe my hand or to wipe my area, because I'm like a weirdo like that. I know I call myself a weirdo a lot, but I like my area to be semi-clean. Let me see. I think we're pretty much done with the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this area a little bit. And then let's see, do we want to do eyeliner? I don't know. Let's see if the eyeliner wants to work for me. We'll try it out. I'm going to use Wicked by Sigma. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And then I'm going to get the eyeliner brush by Sigma, the EO6. Oh my god, Beauty Bird had suggested this one, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to try it, because if she says that it's good, it must be good. And it was really easy for me to do, so let me see. I'm going to go ahead and do it off camera, and then I'll come back. Give me a second. I went ahead and did that off camera, but you see how like I made my lips look a little bit fuller because I have really, really small lips. That's always been one thing that I hated about my appearances, was my small lips. And ever since I figured out that I can overline my lips, it's just been like, wow, amazing. So yeah, let me just use this other brush to kind of clean up that side. But anyways, yeah. So those are the lips. And then now that the eyeliner has dried, I mean the lash glue, I'm going to go ahead and just fix it up, you know. Sometimes once you put the glue or the eyelashes, your eyeliner looks crazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over it. Make sure everything looks good. Make sure you can't see any white from the lash glue. So yeah, give me 1 second. And by the way, this is the NYX liquid eyeliner. I'm just going and covering up the lash glue. I'm kind of cleaning up some areas. I don't want to get too in detail because then I'll mess it up and I'll be so upset with myself. So anyways, we're going to leave it like that. I just covered up the lash glue. So anyways, this is the finished look. Let me bring it in. Or you know what? I'm over here saying it's the finished look and I haven't even did my under eye. So we're going to go ahead and go back into the chocolate palette. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and get Cherry Cordial again. And with this flat definer brush, it's E15 by Sigma. I'm going to go ahead and outline my waterline. Just halfway though, not the full. I'm sorry, I cannot talk while doing this. Out of this palette, this color right here is like my favorite color. And then, after I do that, I'll go back. Let me see, I'll get a smaller blending brush. We're going to go ahead and use the E45 from Sigma. I'll pick up some of that Cherry Cordial, and then we'll get hot Simi-Sweet chocolate. And just blend it out. Hold on, baby. Hold on. So then, where's my brush? Swear I lose everything. I seriously can't find it. Did I put it back? I swear these brushes... Oh, here it goes. I'm so retarded. It's like right in front of my face. So we're just going into the cherry cordial and the semi-sweet chocolate and just smoking out our under eye. And do it to your preference, you know, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you like it, just do it however you feel comfortable. I really like a smoky eye, that's just me. I didn't used to, but just recently I started loving it. Hold on, baby. So then we're done with that. It looks crazy right now, but I promise it's gonna come together. What I used on the top before I applied my fake eyelashes was the L'Oreal Voluminous and Carbon Black, I believe. Let me see. And Black is Black, I'm sorry. And then for my waterline, I'm going to use this, what is it? The L'Oreal Telescopic. I'm going to use that for my waterline. Or for my under eyelashes, however you want to say it. I'm putting it like this because I have really, really small baby lashes. Excuse the ugly faces I make. And this lighting really sucks, so yeah. My baby's trying to get in, that's the noise. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Give me 1 second. So this is pretty much the finished look. See my highlight a little bit more, but another highlight. My lips, I really, really love this color. I don't have anything like it in my collection.